Gondat originated in central India, around Madhya Pradesh. It's basically a tribal art. So this painting, first of all, is made by Durga Bai Vyam. She was awarded Padma Shri in 2022 by Government of India. It's a very beautiful piece of art. If you will see it carefully.
Is there any social message of this painting?
Yes, absolutely.
हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू इंडियन शेल्फ पॉडकास्ट। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं एक ऐसी आर्ट फॉर्म के बारे में दैट ब्रीथ्स, विस्पर्स एंड इवन रिमेंबर्स इवन आफ्टर 1000 इयर्स। यस, गोंद आर्ट। ये वही आर्ट है जो डिपिक्ट करता है स्टोरीज को, जो कि नेचर, माइथोलॉजी एंड इंडियन ट्रेडिशंस को एक्सप्रेस करती है। सो अगर आपको इंडियन आर्ट बहुत पसंद है या क्रिएटिव साइड को बहुत एक्सप्लोर करना चाहते हो या जस्ट कुछ नया सुनना है, स्टे ट्यून्ड। Let's just quickly dive into it and listen from Kshitij. What is it about Gond art and how did it originate? Over to you, Kshitij.
Hello everyone. Gond art originated in central India, around Madhya Pradesh. In Gond tribe, it's basically a tribal art. People in Gond people basically used to make these art forms on floor and on walls of their houses, on the mud walls and all. But when they got recognition internationally, sooner these paintings started being drawn on big canvases. The paintings were displayed in respected galleries. So इस तरीके से Gond art from floors and walls it went on to the canvases. ये art form बहुत ज़्यादा distinctive होता है। इनमें bold colors use होते हैं, fine lines use होती हैं, डॉट्स होते हैं, डॉट्स एंड डैशेस से इसको फिल किया जाता है। और इसकी जो फिगर्स होती हैं वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्टैंडिंग होती हैं। मतलब देयर इज नो एज सच एनी बैकग्राउंड सॉर्ट ऑफ, बट एवरी ऑब्जेक्ट इन द पेंटिंग इज वेरी डिस्टिंक्टिव एंड द color palette of these paintings is like very vibrant. If there is a Gond art painting in room, you can easily identify that this is a Gond art.
Talking about these abstract dots and dashes, is there any significance to it?
No, it's not any significance. I think this is the kind of pattern they have been following. इसको एक डिग्ना आर्ट होता है। डिग्ना आर्ट बेसिकली इट्स अ ज्योमेट्रिकल फॉर्म ऑफ आर्ट, जो बेसिकली Gond आर्ट ओरिजिनेट ही उससे हुआ। जो फ्लोर्स पे और जो वॉल्स पे ये लोग बनाते थे, उसी को उन्होंने कैनवस के ऊपर ट्रांसफॉर्म किया। So those dots and dashes are probably part of that. That's why they are so prominent in Gond art.
Okay. So because it's from Madhya Pradesh, so ये इंडिया में ही आर्टिस्ट बनाते हैं या ओवरऑल वर्ल्ड में भी?
No, Gond artists are available in India only because it's a tribal. These are tribal people available in central Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, so what kind of colors do they use?
Traditionally, they used to use all natural pigments. The pigments that can be formed from plants, soil, natural stones and all, because they used to put colors on the walls and on the floors. But sooner or later, since the availability of colors is so good now in the market, I have seen people have started using now acrylic colors and oil colors which are readily available in the market.
Okay, so it is just this size or किसी और size का भी हम इसको कर सकते हैं?
There are many sizes available. Rather, nowadays artists are not just making Gond art on canvas, but they're making them on small papers, big canvases. In fact, you will also see Gond art on some souvenirs also, like coasters and big trays and your cushion covers, lot many things.
वहाँ पर भी हैंड पेंटेड होता है या फिर मशीन प्रिंटेड?
डिपेंड करता है। हैंड पेंटेड भी मिल जाएगा आपको एंड यू विल गेट मशीन मेड प्रिंटेड आल्सो एज पर द मार्केट्स रिक्वायरमेंट।
Okay, so ये आर्ट फॉर्म कितना पुराना है, estimate?
I suppose this art form is very old because initially, very in the beginning, our ancestors started painting on the walls only. And if we will see the records of those kind of arts, you will see they were more figurative and little bit of geometrical, not very real life images, but rather more geometrical and you can say abstract arts they used to make. So those kind of art only you can resemble on these kind of paintings only, in tribal forms basically.
Can you just talk about this painting right here? What is it that makes it so different?
So this painting, first of all, is made by Durga Bai Vyam. She is a renowned artist from Gond tribe only. She was awarded Padma Shri in 2022 by Government of India. It's a very beautiful piece of art. If you will see it carefully, it denotes how the humans and the animals and the plants are interconnected. Basically, the the buffalo that you see on below is so calm and looking up towards the tree for what all its requirements are. The eyes from the eyes which are which you can see in the tree are basically could be the eyes that are divine, which are looking down at the village people, and the birds are again, as you can see, the two beautiful big birds. So it's like you can see the connection, the coexistence between different birds, animals, and plants. Like for example, the birds, they are feeding on the insects, on the buffaloes, and whereas the buffaloes are keeping together with the birds. So it's a very beautiful picture depicting coexistence and harmony.
Can you please tell me about this artist, Durga Bai ma'am?
Okay, she was rewarded, like I said, she was rewarded Padma Shri in 2022. She belongs to a family of artists only. Her husband is also an artist, a well-known artist. Her son and her family members are also artists. They're all engaged in this kind of an art form. And I personally met the lady, very humble and very gentle lady. I just dropped by and I just asked her a very simple question: what differentiates your painting from the other artist? And she was very quick to say, I make my own colors. I asked her, what do you mean by you make your own colors? She says, I mix my colors in such a way that the shades are different from what other artists are using, and that's what I actually see in her paintings. If you will compare her painting with other Gond artists' paintings, you will see the colors stand out. She used very distinctive colors. If there's a purple color, the purple color shade will be different. If it's a green color, the green shade will be very different.
Right.
And the canvas is full of colors. So that's what is distinctive about her. When I asked her what inspires her, she told me that she used to listen to stories of her grandmother, and most of her paintings depict those stories, or the village life, or how we are coexisting with animals and trees and plants around. So it was very interesting to know the inspiration of these artists is so simple, and they are so simple minded, yet the paintings are so complex, I would say, rather, but beautiful.
Is there any social message of this painting?
Yes, absolutely. The painting gives a very beautiful message of coexistence. A very simple message by a very beautiful painting. A bird feeding on the insects on the buffaloes, and the buffaloes are feeding on the grass, and everything is so harmonious. And this shows how everything balances out, how everyone is dependent upon each other. So that's how the harmony is created.
Amazing. But I wonder, why is there no clear background detail in the picture?
So this kind of background is very common in Gond art. The green color that you see in this painting is very neutral. It amplifies the objects which are drawn on the canvas. Okay, so like you can see, all the birds and buffaloes are so amplified because of the background color, and it is very common in all the Gond arts.
Okay. Please tell me about that red background one that catches my eyes the most.
This red painting is quite distinctive actually. The colors are very vibrant. The red color, I mean, I have seen a lot of Gond art, but this actually caught my eye because normally I have seen the Gond art has very neutral shades like green and white and blue, but this striking red caught my eye. Probably the artist's mood was little more towards divinity, sort of, and the horse and the warrior on the horse is probably the local gods and deities that they celebrate. Basically, जितने भी ये tribal villages होते हैं, they all have their local gods.
Okay.
Okay, and so this probably the painting, the artist probably is trying to portray the local god into the painting. As you can see, there are a lot of creatures in the painting. नीचे आप देखेंगे बहुत सारे animals बने हुए हैं. Gond art, जो Gond tribal people हैं, they do believe that every animal has a spirit. So they religiously also, and they believe also that we all coexist in one harmony, in one world, and they celebrate that. So that's all you can see in this beautiful painting.
Okay, this painting has so many elements going on. So can you please tell me about a few?
Yeah, this particular painting signifies that under a tree, so many things people are doing basically. I mean, they are cooking, they are attending classes, they are chit-chatting. It's a typical village life. That's what their daily life is. This particular painting depicts their daily life, how they are living their daily life.
Okay. Is there something going on at the base of the tree?
Yeah, in this particular painting, like you can see, the women are wearing green clothes and they are doing something around the tree. It's I believe they are probably worshipping the tree, or they are doing something sacred around the tree, which probably could be a custom or a tradition which has been depicted on the canvas
Okay.
beautifully by the artist.
Okay, it was so wonderful talking about these paintings. Can I just know how can I find these paintings at my home?
These paintings are now available worldwide. Like I said, the artists of these paintings are now being recognized world over because the kind of abstract art that they make, people love that. In fact, like we can see, I mean, none of their paintings have very real images. They all are abstract, bold colors, brush strokes are very fine, and everything is so majestic that people love to have them in their houses. And you will not just find them in the galleries, the renowned galleries, but you can easily spot them in some big auctions also.
Okay.
So yeah, so and there are different artists of these kind of paintings. Some are renowned, some are trying to gain an image for themselves. So they're available in the market. Whether you go in a metro city like Delhi, even in Madhya Pradesh, there are a lot of shops you will find for these paintings.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of this podcast. Thank you for sharing your insight, Kshitij.
Thank you, my pleasure.
If you love this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Indianshelf.com. Thank you.
Thank you.